Commentary, Tafsir, for Chapter 2, Al-Baqarah, verses 11 to 20. This section continues the description of the hypocrites, munafiqun, detailing their behavior, their psychology, and finally, using two powerful parables to explain their internal state. Verses 11 to 12, the claim of peacemaking. Corruption disguised as reform. When told not to spread corruption, fasad, on earth, which refers to plotting with disbelievers, spreading doubts, and dividing the community, they reply, "We are only peacemakers." The delusion. They justify their double dealing as diplomacy, or maintaining balance between opposing sides. Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala exposes the reality. Their actions are the very definition of corruption, but their spiritual senses are so dulled that they do not even realize the harm they are doing. Verse 13, intellectual arrogance. Calling believers fools. When asked to believe sincerely like the companions, Sahaba, the hypocrites mock them, saying, "Should we believe as the fools have believed?" The reason. To the worldly-minded hypocrite, the believers seemed foolish for accepting persecution, poverty, and hardship for an unseen God. Divine defense. Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala defends the believers by reversing the label. The hypocrites are the true fools, sufaha, because they traded eternal bliss for temporary safety, though they do not know it. Verses 14 to 15. Mockery and divine retribution. Double-faced nature. When they meet believers, they say, "We believe," to safeguard their social standing. When they are alone with their devils, their ringleaders or evil companions, they say, "We are with you, we were just mocking them." Allah mocks them. The verse states that Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala mocks them. This is a severe warning. It means Allah allows them to continue in their rebellion, extending their rope and letting them wander blindly in their transgression, only to punish them suddenly when they least expect it. Verse 16. The losing trade. Business metaphor. The relationship with faith is described as a transaction. They were in the presence of the Prophet, peace be upon him, and the Quran, giving them access to guidance. The exchange. They chose to purchase error using that guidance as the price. The verse concludes that their commerce did not profit them, nor were they guided. They ended up with nothing, losing both the dunya, as they lived in fear, and the akhirah, hereafter. Verses 17 to 20. Two parables of the hypocrites. Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala presents two vivid examples to describe two different types of hypocrites. 1. The parable of the fire, verses 17 to 18. The scene. A man kindles a fire to see in the dark. Just as the surroundings are illuminated, Allah takes away their light but leaves them in darkness. The meaning, the fire, represents the light of Islam and the Quran. When the hypocrites outwardly accepted Islam, they benefited from its social light, safety, marriage, share and spoils. However, because they lacked sincere faith, Allah removed the internal light, nur, from their hearts. Deaf, dumb, blind. They are left in darkness, unable to return to the path of truth because they have lost the ability to hear, speak, or see the truth. 2. The parable of the rainstorm, verses 19 to 20. The scene. A heavy rainstorm with darkness, thunder, and lightning. The people put their fingers in their ears to block out the thunder, fear of death. The meaning. This describes a group of hypocrites who are overwhelmed by fear and doubt. The rain, the Quran, which brings life/guidance. Darkness/thunder. The warnings, hardships, and commandments of jihad found in the Quran, which terrify them. Lightning. The flashes of truth. When the Quran mentions something easy or victorious, the lightning flashes. They walk in it. When it mentions hardship or trials, darkness, they stand still and refuse to move.